We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. Keep it locked on Cannabis Wiki. We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on Cannabis Wiki.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Green Room live from the Cannabis Wiki Conference and Expo in London, Ontario. Year 2.
Yay!
Yay!
Good for you.
We're joined with our friend Kiki from Merrco. Hello, Kiki.
Hello, Jackie. How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we're excited to learn more about Merrco. What is Merrco? What do you do for the industry? And who would be your perfect client?
Okay, so Merrco is a leading cannabis payment provider. And really what we do is we focus...
The leading,
yes.
Yes.
And just a little plug, we have 78% or so of the Ontario market and
Wow.
over 50% of the Canadian market.
Wow.
So we're pretty big and we service this industry. I won't say exclusively, but we are the leading payment provider for cannabis businesses.
Your platform?
Our platform is we've been in the ecosystem since day one, and we have gotten to know everybody very intimately and understand what their unique needs are, and that has allowed us to get to know how to fill those needs. So we have integrations with all the leading POS providers. We have integrations with all kinds of different partners that help fill those needs that retailers, licensed producers, and other players have in the market.
What's your role at Merrco?
My role is co-CEO and COO, and I'm involved obviously with the strategic elements, but also the day-to-day operations. So we have a team of 50 people that are excited to service our retailers, our licensed producers, anyone that's in our customer base.
Cool, very interesting. Who is the perfect client for Merrco?
The perfect client would be, any cannabis related business.
Okay. Any cannabis related business.
Yeah.
Any. Okay.
Yeah. And I would say any other business that's looking for payments that hasn't had, the traditional payment provider isn't an option for them, we certainly will take a look and absolutely consider the application. And we're less, I'll call it stringent, and are here to service an industry that's in need.
Right, for sure.
What made you guys get into cannabis?
What
were the challenges initially?
Yeah, no, good question. So, in 2016, when our company was founded, it was at the time that the government was speaking to legalization, but no one really knew how the payment process was going to work. So our founder at the time was a big lobby guy and started to lobby the different government bodies around e-commerce, to allow e-commerce for the cannabis space. So that's really the foundational aspect. As we got closer to legalization, we learned that there were going to be retailers that were selling cannabis, and we needed to fill that need, because what was happening is there was all the compliance stuff that was required, all of the other aspects, that reporting and other aspects that were required, and payments couldn't be a standalone device. So
right.
we worked with those point of sale companies and all the other players to integrate that whole solution together. So cannabis was opportunistically interesting.
Was that a pivot? Because are your Merrco and Payfirma, is that the same company, or how does that work?
Yeah. So Merrco owns Payfirma, and Payfirma is more the traditional payments business. But the intention of Merrco was always cannabis. Okay. And the acquisition of Payfirma helped balance the portfolio. Okay. So it was more from a investor balancing standpoint.
Who isn't the perfect client? Who you're like, no, we can't touch this. this is not our...
Gray market.
Great. Okay, there you go.
Gray market, yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Oh, so gray market is the answer.
Yeah, anything that's not legal, obviously, we won't touch.
Right.
We have to adhere to payment brand rules. So anything that's illegal and not able to legally do business,
Right.
obviously, we won't touch it. Yeah.
So is Merrco even on the small accessory brands? Like they can, so if you have
Yeah.
an accessory store within cannabis, or you have so if you've been turned down at the bank, you won't be turned down at Merrco? Like, is there?
So every business needs a bank account.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
and
need a
we
bank
need
account.
a bank account to put your money in.
Okay.
So what we do from a payment standpoint is we process the in-store, anything from Visa, MasterCard, Interac.
Oh, okay, you're the processing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then online, we do all of the credit cards and
Mm-hmm.
the online debit cards that are allowed.
Okay. What are some of the challenges that people have? What do you hear the challenges in the industry with payment processing and the way our system is set up?
Mm-hmm. So some of the challenges is banking, and you touched on that. So
Mhm.
surprisingly, we've been legal for 5 years in Canada, and we still get customers calling us daily saying we've lost our banking. So banks are pulling the bank account, and we continue to process for them, but we have nowhere to put the money.
Right.
So we hold on to it for them until they find that bank account.
Oh, okay.
We have lots of partnerships with cannabis-friendly financial institutions, so we're able to say go to this bank or that bank and get your
So you can
banking.
sort of consult them a little bit too,
Yes,
right? Your
yes,
advisory and
absolutely.
consulting as well. Oh
Mhm.
wow,
Yeah.
Merrco offers a lot.
Yeah, and our team actually is very knowledgeable, not only in payments, but also in the cannabis space. So we deal with the regulators often to understand how the evolving regulations are and what do we need to pivot from a payment standpoint.
Right. That's good you mentioned that. We help them understand, because I know people that are starting retail stores and they are lost and confused. They don't know where to go for what, like, to be able to go to you and be helped with the, this, you could go to this lender, you could use this process and this system and this, like, they don't even know where to start.
Yeah, and we help wherever we can. Our expertise is obviously payments, but again, through our wide
Right.
network that we have with partners, we're certainly able to point them certain ways.
Since 2016, you said?
The company was formed 2016. Really, the big scale came in 2018 with legalization.
With legalization.
Yeah. It was a little team of, I feel like it was 6. And
Wow.
then now we've grown to 50.
Wow.
Wow.
Are you speaking at our event?
I am. I'm
What-
speaking at 250.
And what's the panel?
Digital marketing.
Digital marketing.
And increasing consumer spend.
Wow. And so what are some of your tips, your hot tips for your conversation?
Again, our ecosystem is big, and we offer lots of different ways that you can accept payments. So it's obviously moving the transaction through from digital marketing to the payment, to
Right.
actually getting that payment processed. But I would say the tips that I have that I'm going to highlight today are buy now, pay later.
Okay.
That one
You
specifically.
can do that with cannabis?
You can in Ontario, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Buy now, pay
to,
later.
To be honest, though, the use case, the most popular use case, is not for the cannabis; it's for the high-end accessories.
Oh,
Because
okay.
what that allows is a consumer to buy that,
Gravity bong.
500,
Right.
that really high-end
And put it on a
accessory,
layaway plan.
and then put it on a short-term installments. So, and a little tidbit I'm going to share later, but retailers that have implemented buy now, pay later, their average transaction size has tripled by
Wow.
implementing this.
Tripled.
Yeah, tripled.
So, because think about this, Jackie. Remember, like, when you're in high school, and if you wanted, you could get something called a front from your dealer.
I
It's like a
remember.
credit
That's
line.
kind of like a buy
credit
now,
line.
pay later.
Buy
right?
now, pay later.
It's like,
yeah.
listen, I'm not getting paid till Thursday, but I need my medicine now.
Well, you gotta
you know?
pay some. You gotta
Right.
have some money.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, I could see it for that gravity bong. The one that's $6.99. Like,
Right.
not everyone's got $6.99 plus tax and everything
Yeah,
else. You can
yeah,
go
exactly.
in. You can pay put it in 4 payments or something,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
it is 4 payments, exactly. And that's through our partnership with Gratify.
Okay.
So that's the whole, like, speaking to that ecosystem of and network of partners. that
good
we
name
have.
for that. A buy now, pay later.
Yeah.
Gratify.
Yeah.
I want my instant gratification, and I
Exactly.
can't afford it.
Exactly. The other one that I'll touch on is gift cards.
Okay.
We offer a gift card solution that, you can give that to friends and family. So it increases different people, different traffic coming in. But you can also buy it for yourself if you don't want to keep using your debit card or your Visa.
Right.
You just load it with cash for this.
I didn't
for
know we
use
were
at the
allowed
store.
gift cards.
You are, yes.
Wow.
And lots and lots of retailers have it. Real big product offering around the holidays.
Oh, for sure.
It's our busiest time for gift cards at that time.
Hmm.
The third that I'm going to touch on is actually not your classic spend or payment plan, but it's around tipping. So, and the reason why I think this is important is, you go into any store today, pretty much.
There's a little jar.
And there's a little jar, or at
Or,
the point
yeah.
of sale, you're asked to tip, right?
Right.
So why not do it in cannabis and thank that bud tender that's helping you and educating you? So that incents the bud tender to spend more time with the consumer.
Because they might get a good tip.
Yes, but also that consumer is going to be more inclined to buy more product and maximize their cart,
Right.
if you will.
If they've spent time with the bud tender, they'll buy. It's proven
Yeah.
that they'll buy more. Right.
Yeah, exactly. And you have the opportunity to upsell, and you have the opportunity to do other things.
I love a good upsell.
Yeah.
I do. I fall for it every time.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Okay.
I'll take 2 of those. Okay, one of those.
Where can our listeners find you? Where can they reach out to get in touch
Sure.
with Merrco?
We have a website, merrco.com. I can give my my details, but Jason's walking around. He's our director of sales.
What's your LinkedIn, Kiki?
Mine?
Yeah.
Merrco.com. Yeah.
Merrco.com?
Yeah.
Okay.
Merrco Payments, I should say.
Merrco Payments.
Yeah.
Are you on Instagram, Twitter,
We
Facebook?
are on all of them, yes.
Oh,
Yes.
they're on all of them. You don't
Yeah.
do it yourself personally.
No,
though,
I
do you?
don't.
You're a busy lady.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about Merrco. I think they're doing some cool stuff. And what are you doing with your data?
We're not doing anything with our data.
No.
No.
No,
No.
that's
We keep it secure.
that's all anyone really
Yeah,
wants to know,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
That their data is secure. It's
Yeah.
very cool. I think it's
100%,
really
yeah.
interesting. I know there's a lot of challenges when it comes to banking, payment processing that within the industry, and it's great to have Merrco. 78%
Of the Ontario
of
market.
the Ontario market.
Wow.
78%.
The leader.
That's
Yeah.
a lot. That's a lot. Good for you.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
thanks.
Well, thank you for joining us on the Green Room Live. Kiki from Merrco.
Thank you.
Peace, guys.
We're always fresh and a little bit sticky. The green room on Cannabis Wiki.